Nearly a decade ago now, there was a child influencer introduced to the world under the moniker Lil Tay. She was a foul-mouthed flexer, a supposed child rapper posing with stacks of cash, and she seemed to be recorded by some kind of manager, possibly her older brother, that came up with this persona for her. And in case it's been a while since you were reminded of her existence, I think we should show a little throwback to when she was only 9 years old. This was what her social media content looked like at the time.
Hold on, it's loading.
Message to all y'all broke ass haters. Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all fucking haters hate me, bitch. This shit cost me $200,000. I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I still drive this sports car, bitch. Your favorite rapper ain't even doing it like Lil Tay.
It'd be hilarious if she actually drove the car.
So, obviously at the time, a lot of people were saying, where are her parents? What's going on? Like, why is she allowed to be posting all of this? Why is she allowed to be speaking like this?
And likely fake money, by the way. Likely not real money.
What is going on behind the scenes? If everyone found it really creepy. She was obviously being exploited. No 9-year-old should know these words or should know how to imitate some like rapper or flexer on social media. She shouldn't even be exposed to social media, let alone speaking in the way that she was. So it was very controversial. And for a short while, she basically went on a hiatus. She was not in the public eye for many years, and she had a comeback a couple of years ago at the age of 16. She then launched a more serious music career. She posted a music video at the time. At 16, she was wearing very little clothing. It seemed very adult themed.
All the backup dancers were adults. It was weird.
Yeah. There was just something off about that as well. Her whole comeback and the story of getting out of an abusive household from her father.
That was the whole thing.
Rumors swirling about what really happened.
She ended up on good terms with her mom and her brother. Yeah. But her dad, she cut out of her life.
Yeah. And then there was a story of her going through a life-threatening heart condition that she survived. I don't know whether to believe any of these things that she tells the world.
And she starts random beefs online.
Yeah.
Like with Bhad Baby. Bhabie.
Right. But like fast forward nearly a decade after she comes onto the scene as this child influencer, she's now turned 18 years old. And literally the minute that she turned 18, like as soon as the clock struck midnight, she launched her OnlyFans page, which has now made over $1 million.
In just 3 hours, it did it.
In a matter of hours. She posted, "I did it. Link in bio. All content shot at 12:01 a.m. on my 18th birthday. Birthday special, only available for 24 hours. Come talk to me." And her bio on X says, "Youngest girl on OF, freshly 18. Classy." And her bio on OnlyFans says, "Freshly 18, please don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusives shot at 12:01 a.m. only available for 24 hours. Come see me in my birthday suit."
Like, it's actually kind of crazy when you think about like the actual porn industry has like endless regulation and stuff in place because of legal issues. And this is just the wild, wild west of disgusting shit.
Well, I think that there was a perception that pornography pre-OnlyFans was all sanctioned, regulated content. The work of activists like Layla Mickelwaite has exposed that that's not actually the case, and their verification systems on sites like Pornhub was not reliable at all, and there were plenty of child exploitation videos that were allowed
on the sites
to be posted and stayed up.
No, yes, on the sites
even under verified, so-called verified users.
On the sites that disseminate the videos, but as far as like working for the companies that produce the videos, there's stringent rules put in place to make sure that they're not liable for something that's going to get them sued and put out of business. Yet here, it's just take my word for it.
Yeah.
Take my word for it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a way for somebody to go into the metadata of this stuff and find out that it's not true.
For sure. But is anyone willing to do that.
No, then you accidentally looked at it.
Yeah, you'd rather not, right? I think that this warrants some actual investigation by law enforcement, to be honest.
Like, also, if she was born at a certain time of day, doesn't that actually make her not yet 18? Or am I wrong about that?
No,
Math is hard.
You're correct that she wouldn't technically have reached the actual age of 18 yet. If it weren't shot at the exact time at which she was born on her birthday. That's kind of besides the point, though. She posted proof of her earnings in 3 hours on the site, saying, "We broke the F out of that OnlyFans record." Well, that record was originally set by Danielle Bregoli, also known as Bhad Bhabie, the Cash Me Outside girl. And although they've had beef over the years, they're very similar people. They have very similar stories. And Danielle Bregoli was first introduced to the public when she appeared on Dr. Phil at the age of 13. And she was this foul-mouthed, misbehaved child. And Dr. Phil was enlisted to help her correct course in her life.
And if I remember correctly, you felt that Dr. Phil did more harm than good.
Yes, absolutely. By platforming this and also by taking her mother at her word. Obviously, the whole thing was a fame grab, a money grab. Her mother was never interested in actually helping her. And putting her daughter at 13 years old on national television to be mocked by millions of people is going to do the exact opposite of helping her.
Did you see what she said, that a bunch of the adult agencies also hit her up as well?
The OnlyFans agencies?
No, like the actual porn companies.
I see.
She says a whole lot of agencies have been hitting me up, have hit me up even before my birthday because they were like, oh God, she's going to drop the link.
Yep.
I hate it.
And that's somehow legal. Danielle Bregoli, when she turned 18 back in 2021, also launched an OnlyFans. And just 6 hours after she made her OnlyFans, she made the $1 million record, which Lil Tay just broke once again. And in both of their cases, it is highly doubtful that that content was actually produced after they were legal adults. I think it's pretty safe to assume that they were preloading that content while underage for an audience of creeps who... I mean, it's definitely, I would say, pedophilic in nature to be following one of these girls since the age of 9, since the age of 13, and be interested in seeing them naked and performing sexual acts the second that they turn 18. I do think that there's something extremely exploitative about that.
She goes on, they were like, we'll give you 30 to 40 million to sign with us and drop the link with us. I'm like, why would I need to do that though? I'm the bag. I don't need you to give me a bag. Don't need your petty 30 to 40 million dollars. Essentially, I guess, betting on herself to be worth more than that.
I guess she's just been playing this character of like...
for so long.
The flexer.
Yeah.
For so long that she doesn't really have an identity underneath it all.
Yeah.
And... to her, this is the natural conclusion.
I mean, it does feel like the very sad conclusion, but the very like predictable conclusion to this whole situation.
Yeah, it's disgusting, and it's yet another reason why I think there needs to be serious regulation against child influencers, because of course they're never doing this all on their own. There's always a stage parent or a manager or a sibling, whoever, an adult behind the scenes who's controlling everything and using these kids for money. Lil Tay is just one example of that. Danielle Bregoli was an example of that. There are still kid influencers or kidfluencers who are being exploited in the same way. I think it should be completely outlawed. I mean, I think this is just gotten so out of hand because it's totally decentralized, and parents also don't often assume that their kids' faces on social media are going to be used for nefarious purposes or going to be seen by creeps, but that's the reality. You know, you don't realize that those are the audiences they're getting exposed to. I follow a mom who is an influencer, a podcaster, and she made the decision to stop posting pictures of her kids' faces showing on social media because she started seeing their photos being reused, repurposed on anonymous Facebook pages that were claiming to be putting them up for adoption. They were human traffickers using her kids' photos to advertise to pedophiles.
Yeah.
This is the reality of the internet.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that I think, unless you really, really kind of lean into the news, you may not understand it. Like I saw Josie posted a picture at like the American Eagle store and like covered up her feet. And I was just thinking, like, I saw somebody on Instagram the other day post a thing. It was like, we went and got pedicures. And I'm like, why would you post that?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, you clearly don't spend a lot of time
either,
on
like,
the internet.
Hopelessly naive about who that is for, or you know who it's for and you're pretending to be ignorant of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a repeating cycle that we've seen where, you know, a literal child can be raked over the coals and degraded. I think that Danielle Bregoli getting as much backlash and hate that she got when she was 13 for being this like ghetto like caricature who's like screaming on TV, I think that was outrageous. I don't think adults should ever speak about a child that way.
It's also like stories like this, and they're used to fuel the app's perception amongst people who are considering joining the platform.
Oh, for sure.
Like Sophie Rain. And,
yes,
you know, talking about how much money they're making on there because it tricks people into thinking that they too. And as I always say, you know, the average OnlyFans creator is no different than your average SoundCloud rapper. They languish in mediocrity and don't make the money that these big like I guess the artists are the ones on Spotify, or on SoundCloud. But the point being that they don't make the money to make it worth it. Certainly you can make bad rap music and that's fine. It's not going to be the end of your career. But doing this and then realizing later that it's not going to actually take care of you financially is going to be a hell of a thing to realize. And that's beyond just the moral implications of it. But when you realize that you won't have the $30 to $40 million to keep you warm at night.
Yeah.
That's a trap.
But the paycheck aside,
yeah.
I think there's no amount of money that's worth the trade-offs that they're making. Like, yeah, she made $1 million in 3 hours, whatever. Okay. That's not really the focal point for me. I think that it's just really creepy and sickening and sad that sadly, like, some people have been following this girl since she was a prepubescent child.
Yeah.
And they wanted to see her being sexually humiliated. Like, that's what they wanted. And they're getting off to that. And she's giving them exactly what they want. The language that she's using even in her OnlyFans page is selling on that point. It's selling on being a child. Don't tell my mom. That's the selling point, is like, I'm a child. Like, that's supposed to be what's so sexy and intriguing about it, is that this is a child.
Yep.
She's even going by the same name that she always went by when she was a prepubescent child, like an actual child.
Yeah.
The people who are her following this and like paying for this content and like gooning to this, human garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. Just send them away on a pyre. Shoot them into space.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.